Hi everyone! In this video, I will be sharing what I learned from my research and hands-on assignment with 360 photography. I explored key concepts like stitching, composition, lighting, and low-light techniques, and I will show you these insights, how it helped me capture better 360 images. Starting off with my first source, 360 photography, how to take 360 photos on iPhone, Android, and dedicated 360 camera. This source is by Insta360. My main takeaway from this article is that dedicated 360 cameras like Insta360 X3, which is mine, make capturing immersive, high-quality 360 photos much easier and more reliable than smartphone. The X3 dual lens, a built-in stabilization, HDR and high dynamic range, and AI-powered features allow for seamless 360 photography without needing multiple shots or complicated stitching. And this applies directly to my goals because I want to create professional quality interactive content using the X3. I can capture full environment, whether for virtual tours, social media storytelling, or immersive landscapes. With minimum technical hassle, it allows me to focus on composition, lighting, and creativity. Moving on to source number 2, the art of 360-degree photography, creative techniques for captivating panoramic images. This is one of the main sources I explored, emphasized lighting and atmosphere in the 360 photography. It explained how lighting affects mood, depth, and color contrast, and how photographers can manipulate light intensity, direction, and color temperature to create a specific atmosphere. Since 360 cameras have limited exposure control compared of course to the DSLRs or digital single lens refractors, you can only adjust ISO and shutter speed, which makes proper lighting critical to achieving sharp and immersive images. This directly influenced my assignment because I had to carefully position subjects and adjust ISO and shutter speed for indoor and outdoor shots. By controlling these settings under different environments, low lighting or high lighting, and understanding the impact of light, I was able to avoid overexposed, underexposed, or noisy areas in my stitched 360 result images. The third resource focused on technical settings and low light optimization for the Insta360 X2, which directly applies to X3. It explained how to capture high quality images and videos in dark environment by using the night mode, or adjusting the ISO and shutter speed manually, selecting lower frame rates and using longer exposure low frame rates in video. The guide also emphasized the importance of using tripods, external lighting, and post-processing techniques to reduce noise and improve sharpness, which directly applies to my assignment, which I needed to capture 5 low-light images. So I needed a guide like that to guide me how and when to and what the modifications needed in my manual settings in order to reach the optimum result and a non-noisy result. Now the most interesting part, my images. Capturing 360 photos was really exciting, especially when photographing myself in a landscape. It created immersive shots that felt almost like stepping into the scene. Post-processing was smooth and I could easily convert all my images into extra-wide panoramic views using the 360 software. Both low light and normal daylight photos turned out surprisingly well, with balanced exposure and minimal overexposure, which helped me see how the camera handles different lighting conditions. However, not everything went as planned. I tried capturing moving objects to create intentional motion blur, but the results weren't as smooth as I hoped. The blur looked messy, and using a very high shutter speed to freeze the motion would have been better in my opinion, creating a clean stop motion effect with sharp details. Despite these challenges, the assignment taught me a lot about positioning, lighting, and camera settings, and I now feel more confident experimenting with different 360 photography techniques in the future. Thank you so much for listening and looking forward to the next assignments.